Hey, what's going on, people? Doing a quick video here because we got to get these weeks in. The recap for week 3. This is JD from the JD CeeLo podcast. And I want to make sure that we cover this week because it was another crazy week that just drove me absolutely insane. I got receipts, stats. I'm going to get angry. Because there's some turnouts that happen that I'm not too very happy about. And my partner CeeLo is doing some housework for the storm. Unfortunately, we have a hurricane coming, guys, for the whole state of Florida. And what's happening is that I am in the Tampa side, so which is the west coast of Florida. And this is something that we're getting prepared for. We're boarding up. We're getting food. We're getting water. We're getting, the Chef Boyardee and tuna, crackers. Yeah, I eat Chef Boyardee, motherfuckers. Don't judge me. All right? That's what we do. But that is something that we're getting prepared for. And he has to do this. But I wanted to make sure we make a video for you guys. And we can get going for that. So we're going to run down the week 3 games. Unfortunately, my team, again, I'll leave that for the last. And I still wear my shirt. I still represent. I still have faith in the process. We got to go slowly. We got our quarterback back. So I'm good to go. All right. So we're going to jump right into this, guys. All right. So bear with me. With a lot of the stuff I'm doing is dolo. Listen, we're going to go right to the first game, which I am shocked. And I got to give props to the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. Man, do they play like slop, like shit. And I got Justin Fields running around, missing, breaking tackles, running beyond the line of scrimmage, throwing the ball to the other side of the field. And I can't believe that they pulled this off. I mean, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Again, I give them credit. You got to be careful with them. New coach, new everything. So they're just finding their way, and then they're another one with the roster is going to be completely blown up after this, except for the quarterback, and see if they could build around them. But Davis Mills, I don't know what's happening with him. Everybody was high on him. A lot of the Houston Texans fans like, hey, man, Davis Mills and your new rookie running back. But to me, it's the same old thing. And I feel bad for Lovie Smith to get that going. It's going to take time. He might have to get his own quarterback. But Justin Fields, too. It wasn't a great game for him, but you just find a way to win. And this has been the theme yesterday on Sunday. The ugliest games you can fucking think of. And they find a way to win. Well, Mike just did last week. On the 2 minutes, you come from behind, onside kick, you kick the fucking shit, you run down the field, you score another touchdown, and you win the game. That was the case here, because Fields was only 8 of 17, 106, and 2 picks. But you get the win. And, obviously the Houston Texans stink. So, but they're 2-1. They feel good. I'd rather be 2-1 than 1-2, personally. So, I give them a lot of credit for that. That was a home win for them, and keep it going. Raiders, Titans. I mean, Las Vegas Raiders. McDaniels, 0-3. And I'm not even going to go with your overall record because you stink. And anything that comes out of the Belichick tree, I could give 2 shits about. I want him to bury in hell. And Devontae Adams, you in that offense, you went straight along. You went straight along with this, I'm going to go play with my best friend, and I'm going to have this, and I'm going to do this, and but you got the bag. I get it. You got your money. And good for you. But you're 0-3. And Aaron Rodgers now sitting pretty, taking his flight home from Tampa to Green Bay with another victory. Throwing it to Alan Lazard. He's got a two-headed monster there in running backs. But the Titans, who, let's face it, they were last year's #1 seed in the AFC. They needed this win desperately. A lot of 0-2 teams were desperate for a victory. Now, these are good teams that are just starting out wrong. Cincinnati's another one that we played, that the Jets played this week. These are good teams, good football teams. It's just luck, bad times, hard times. You need time to fix it up. It's only week 3. And I see guys, the people who are in the winning side of this are already thinking, oh, playoffs, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, we're going to do this, and we're calm down. You're 3-0, some of y'all. And you know who I'm talking to. Relax. Because at the end of the day, when you fall, and you fall down hard, I will be there to catch you. Like we say in Spanish. Te agarro a la bajadita. Hijo de puta. Okay? You know who I'm talking to. So, good for the Titans. They held on. They had a big lead at halftime. Completely dominated the game. And then, again, like most teams are doing now, we're going to play vanilla defense. We're going to hold them off. And we're going to do what we try to do and try to just, phase them off. And you almost blew it. Here comes Derek Carr. Boom, 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 boom. And this game was way too close for comfort. And they sneak away with the victory. The Titans at home and get their first win of the season. I mean, come on, guys. We got to find out how to close our games. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the coaching. What is going on with the players' mentality? I get the big league guys, but damn, let's go, man. You got to close our games, all right? So this is my other one. Chiefs, Colts. And I lost my survivor pool on this pick. I picked the Chiefs. The Colts look dead in the water for the last 2 weeks. And what do we know about the NFL? Here comes the Colts. Boom, boom, boom. It's a close game. Matty Ice comes big for them. Good for them. Couple touchdown passes. And there was a lot of communication issues with Kansas City, with Bieniemy and their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. As they were walking into the halftime, you can hear them. What are you doing? When are we doing this? Communications. And you're going to hear that theme a lot today with the new head coaches. They got to get their shit right. Communicate. Make sure that the player gets it. The guy who makes the call, which is the linebacker, get your defensive center. If you're on offense, make sure the quarterback's calling the right play and the guys are hearing everything from the center to the offensive line. And let's go, guys. This is what happens when you don't play shit in the fucking preseason. These are the things you have to fucking iron out. You don't do that in week 3 of the NFL season. So basically, we're going to have to chalk up the first month of this season like a preseason. Yeah, these guys acclimated, again, these guys, engines to get going. They still don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to get into the traveling bus, get into the airport. They don't know anything yet. So the Colts come out away 20-17. And good for them. Another 0-2 team. Desperate. That coach, Frank, let me tell you something, boy. You are one lucky bastard. That's a home game. That's a good win. That's a tough Kansas City team win. Because they were ready to bury his ass over there. Everybody around the league would say, listen, Frank's going to have to get going here if he doesn't right this ship. Jonathan Taylor got an okay game. They kept them, on their feet because, eventually you got to keep handing off the ball and keep them honest, because Matty Ice is 37 years old too. You don't want him slinging the ball 50 times like my old geezer backup quarterback Flacco. Another 53 times, but we were behind. There's neither here nor there. This one, Bills and Dolphins. My AFC East compadres. I don't know how they got this done. And I'm looking at some things here which really start to piss me off. The Miami Dolphins lose the time of possession battle 2-1. I mean, these guys were 40 fucking minutes. The Buffalo Bills, 40 minutes on the field. They ran approximately 500 yards of offense. Right? 500 yards. And Tua gets banged up. They go for the sack. They push him. He hits his little fucking head on the thing. Comes out woozy, shaking. And now the NFL, supposedly the NFLPA, are going to investigate what the fuck's going on with the concussion protocol of Tua, and did they do the right thing? If they did the right thing to bring him back out on the field, if he was to get it be cleared. So I'm so embarrassed about this game that I'm not even going to bring out stats. This was a one-sided thing, and for some odd reason, Josh Allen and that offense just completely forgot to execute. You did everything right, up and down the field, up and down the field. Miami, again, I get it, the bend or don't break that game, but you've been like that for the last 2 weeks, that these offenses are coming in and smacking you around. I don't know what's going on with you guys. I thought you were a defensive team, but that last sequence at the end of the game, and unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit it, I gotta give the Miami defense a little credit there on that stand. Guy caught the ball, kept them in bounds, and the time ran out of them. Time ran out. Miami now is 3-0. I'm gonna take a drink to calm down. Dr. Pepper. 3-0 Miami. A fluky 3-0. Fluky 3-0. I've spoken to every Dolphin fan. Everyone that I've known. And they're all laughing and giggling, and they know that they got away with highway robbery, and you know it. Except for one guy, Mr. Derek DeAngelis, who's another cocksucker that we battle back and forth in our chat. He's happy like a little girl, holding his little doll. Woohoo! Woohoo! We're 3-0. Little does he know how many times that the Miami Dolphins are just going to do Miami Dolphin things. And they're going to go down. Mark my words in this video. They're going to go down. And I will catch you when I'm in the bottom. I'm going to catch you like that. Because no matter what you feel at 3-0, you ain't going nowhere. Now, I do thank you for knocking out the Bills. Bring them down 2-1. And hopefully we can, in this division, we can start giving these guys some competition instead of the easy wins. They just sweep along through the fucking division. And they rack up 6-7 wins just against us between the Pats, Jets, and Miami. So I'll give Miami a good job on that. Just steal that victory. Steal it! But I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. Anyway, next game. Lions and Vikings. This was another one, a hustle play, guys. The Lions are playing incredibly competitive. And I've been hearing this theme back and forth with the head coach of the Lions. And look at them. They're doing good and they're hustling, but they're still losing. At some point, the biting of the ankles and the good prep talks and all the other bullshit that they go, it's going to get old. You got to start winning. Because my coach says the same thing, and everybody here in New York are dying to eat up Robert Saleh. Good attitude, good man, blah, blah, blah. This is what we're going to do. Good vibes only. All gas, no brake. So, come on. You eventually going to have to start winning these close games. Now, give credit to Minnesota. They were at home. They were down 24-14. And my guy, you like that? Kirk Cousins. Kirk, you like that? Cousins. Comes right back. Boom, boom, boom. Gets that victory. And I know a couple of you out there, Kirk Cousins sucks. He's a bum. Can't win the big game. Blah, blah, blah. Don't matter. The guy performs. He does enough to win you the ball games, and he will be in the playoffs this year. Mark it down. Now, whatever he does in the playoffs from there, that's on him. But I tell you what, that offense will be top 10, top 15 offense, like it is every year. He's got Justin Jefferson. And as long as that defense can hold up keep it together. The Vikings are going to be a pain in the ass in that division. So, good for the Vikings. Good for them. I'm going to see if I can give you guys that game. If I give you a box score, Jared Goff did 41 times, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Well, my man Kirk went 24-41. That's about 50%. A little bit about 60 and change, 260, 2 touchdowns, no picks. My man Kirk. Huh? They go to 2-1. And the Detroit Lions, unfortunately, are just nose diving to last place because the Bears won, as I said before. And poor guys. Anyway, next game, Ravens and Patriots. This was a sweet one for me because the Pats lose and Mac and Cheese is hurt. Supposedly, the word on the street is with them that Mac and Cheese, which is Mac Jones, what we call affectionately, he is dealing with a high ankle sprain. So that's going to be bad. That's basically what Sam Darnold got. He's going to be out about 4 to 6 weeks. That's me. That's not out. That's not official. But I can see this kid being out 4 to 6 weeks for high ankle sprain, which he suffered in that game. And thank you, Ravens, for getting that done for us. I'm still mad at you that you failed miserably last week against the Dolphins. Again, what were you thinking? 35-14 in the fourth quarter. But I don't want to even go back. Oh, God. Anyway, another 3 touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. He is betting on himself, which he's doing good. His team is rolling. They're 2-1 as well. And here we go. The NFC North is off to the races. So that's the good part about that division. And the Browns won 2-1 on their Thursday night game as well. So when I told you that schedule, which my Jets, which we'll get to, the first 4 weeks of the season is just all AFC North teams, well, this is why. 3 of those teams now are 2-1, except for Pittsburgh, who we face next week. Wow. We haven't faced a division game yet, and that won't happen until about week 5 when we face the Dolphins. So, thank you for the Ravens. That's 37-26 Ravens. Good for you guys. Thank you. Thank you for doing that because that brings the Pats right next to us. And I love it. Sit down next to us. Because I'll tell you the bit about my faith in my team. Okay? Next game, Eagles at Commanders. Let me tell you something. The Philadelphia Eagles, fly, Eagles, fly. They were up 24-0. I mean, this game was a snoozer. And Carson Wentz was absolutely awful. Awful. I don't know what happened in that game, but I have said it since day one that the Philadelphia Eagles defense is no joke. No joke. And now Jalen Hurts. He threw for 340, I believe. And that is phenomenal because this kid, not only that his demeanor is right for the city, the kid is as serious as it gets. 22 of 35, 340, 3 touchdown passes, 0 picks. He keeps up at that pace, and we're going to have to start talking about early discussions about MVP. I know people don't want to hear that. I know you Giant fans don't want to hear that. But this Jalen Hurts is starting to put the pieces together. They put talent around him. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Miles Sanders. The defense is loaded. And that's a good job by them. That's a good division win for them. They're off to a 3-1 start. And that is absolutely fantastic. And again, Devontae Smith, huge game for him. This kid was quiet last week. Everybody was like, oh, what's going on with Smith? He's not getting any burn. Well, he got the burn now. He got burned now. So the fantasy lovers who got Devontae Smith, that was a good week for y'all. Good week. Next game, Saints and Panthers. That was another snoozer. The NFC North, the South. Oh, God. Carolina gets their first win. Baker Mayfield gets off the schneid. If that kid starts 0-3, Matt Rule, again, is still on a hot seat. This doesn't do anything because the Saints stink. They can't get out of their own way. And this kid, the quarterback, Jameis Winston, oh, God. I mean, turnover after turnover. Fumble recovery for return for a touchdown defensively for Carolina. But Carolina was home. They did what they had to do. Get themselves one win in that stadium. One win for the Carolina faithful. Good for them. Good for them. That final score was 22-14. Nice job. Next game. The one that... This one really got to me. Jaguars and Chargers. Jaguars and Chargers. And I am mad at the Chargers organization for leaving Herbert to play this game. There was no need for him to play. The guy has still got a cracked rib and cartilage issue. And you putting this kid at risk on week 3. Give the kid 2 weeks off. Let him rest up. Let him heal. See how his ribs react. Give him a little cortisol, a little shot. And see if he can get right and get yourself the backup quarterback, Chase Daniels, in there. But the Jacksonville Jaguars, Duval County, oh, God. You could see them starting to put that together. Doug Peterson, I said it since the beginning, that was a good hire, a great hire for Jacksonville. Super Bowl winning coach. Super Bowl winning coach. It's got that offense installed. Sunshine, who we affectionately called Mr. What's his face? I called him Sunshine so more. I forget that. Trevor Lawrence. I forget his name. I really do. Let's look at the Trevor Lawrence box score. 28 of 39, 262, 3 touchdown passes, 0 picks. On the road. Mind you, on the road. In LA. SoFi Stadium. That's a hell of a road win for them. To go in there and smack those guys in the mouth, that defense, let me tell you, Jacksonville's defense, with Walker now over there, and Smoot, and them boys, boy, oh boy, oh boy. If they play like that, and that offense can give you 24 points, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be a thorn on everybody's side. They're being coached well. Doug Peterson, after everybody threw you out of town, out of Philadelphia, it seems like people forgot that you won them a fucking Super Bowl. Doug Peterson's got to leave. Get the fuck out of here. Blah, blah, blah. Well, took a year off, recharged his battery, finds a good spot. Number 1 pick, Trevor Lawrence. 2-1 Jacksonville. How you like them apples? Huh? How you like them apples? Rams and Cardinals. Rams eke this one out. They stabilized Kyler Murray. 12 points for them. This game was 20-12, a final score. The Rams did just enough. Just enough. And look, again, I'm not going to go nuts because this is a division game, and division games can get very, very tricky. So if you can eke this one out, same thing with the Rams last week. Had a big lead, almost screwed that up, and almost lost that game. Same thing here. Not that they jumped out to a big lead, but Arizona was there. They're missing Hopkins, obviously. Hopkins has got to get back there. I think it's 6 games that he got suspended for. They need this kid back in a hurry. They got no weapons. And the defense lost a couple guys, and, Watt's not the same, and Watt is hurt as well, too. So, for all the feel good that you did last week, Mr. Recover the fumble and run it back to end the game, now you're right back smack to reality, pal, when it comes to that. So, see you later. Rams win this one. Falcons and Seahawks, the battle of the birds. This was a good game, but it was just, Geno Smith and Marcus Mariota. I was like, oh, God, please. But it was good, though. Geno played well, so that's a positive for Seattle. For you Seahawk fans, got a guy that's a big Seahawk fan at my job, a big Seahawk fan. McCants, it's on you, pal. Your quarterback played well, so you can't go with we suck and Geno this. No, the offense came to play, but the Falcons eked this one out, and good for them. They get off the schneid as well. They get their first win. Again, a lot of these teams are feeling good, getting their first win, just like we did last week. Feeling good, get your first win. Remember, it's early. Half the league is 1-2. Okay? So, relax. Packers and Buccaneers. That game, I personally saw that one. That was another slugfest. You could tell the Buccaneers were missing Mike Evans. And Tom's just looking around. Who am I throwing the ball? They picked up Cole Beasley off the scrap heap, and he's over there trying to make an impact. And Mr. Miller dropped a couple balls himself. No Godwin and Rashad Perryman. Ha ha! I know everything about to know with Rashad Perryman. This guy is just invisible. You might as well not even suit up. Don't suit up. But Tom Brady again, struggling. Welcome to the world of no talent. See, what you guys call the GOAT. See what happens when you're bare of talent? You see how the quarterback looks all of a sudden? So when other teams are running around, throwing around their third string wide receivers and fourth string running backs because the mash unit happened to come by your team and completely decimate your team. Oh, don't worry about it. Injuries are excuses. No. And Mike Evans is not an injury. He just got suspended because his dumb ass did his bullshit last week. We all know what happened there. Packers eke that one out. Aaron Rodgers was throwing BBs in the beginning of that game. But the Tampa Bay Bucks play good defense. Todd Bowles got them boys ready to go. That game was a very good defensive game and a good game plan by Todd Bowles to try to slow down Aaron Rodgers. At the end of the day, they just made more plays. That's it. And I think you start to see now the chemistry get a little bit better. Alan Lazard, sideline pass. Not bad on the money. Put it right there under his chin. Caught the ball. Right under his chin. And Aaron does what he does. Skips around the pocket, moves forward, moves back, slides, flicks it like a shortstop. Kept the chains moving. Ran the ball well. That fumble in the goal line almost cost him. Jones almost cost him the freaking game. You punch that in, this game is basically wrapped up, signed, sealed, and delivered. So, very, very lucky with that. Anyway, Packers go 2-1. Buccaneers go 2-1. No harm, no foul. Go back and regroup, get your guys back. I don't know when Godwin is supposed to come back, which I'll check on his injury status as this week goes around, as we set up our fantasy lineups as well. The last game, which was Sunday night, my guy Facilo, my brother, what in the hell is going on with Denver? Final score, 11-10. This is basically a high-scoring baseball game. I understand the communication also. Again, this is a big theme. Okay? And I'm afraid to even pull out these numbers. Garoppolo, 18 of 29, 211, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I mean, this was just that 49er defense. That front seven, oh my God. Oh my God. They did one hell of a job on stopping. And you know what? And I'll tell you what. Good for the Denver Broncos to keep running the football. That is what I like about it. Between Gordon and Williams, they stuck to the plan. Stick to the plan. Keep them guessing. And Russell, 20 of 33, which is good, but only 184, which is a lot of dick and dunks. But he also got sacked 4 times. So the running game, which is different, Javonte Williams and Gordon both. Williams had 15 carries, and Gordon had 12 carries. One for 58 yards, one for 26. Russell ran for 17 as well, so 101 yards. That was it was just good enough to keep the defense, creeping up just to protect the running game. Because at one point, Javonte Williams got to receive like 6 straight handoffs. 6 yards, 5 yards, first down. 4 yards, 6 yards, first down. And they were just trucking along right down the field. So, listen, this is another ugly game, but who are us to judge? A win is a win. Winning is winning, right? So, San Francisco takes this one in the chin, 10 fucking points. I mean, I don't know how that happened. And then the safety, this guy's, Garoppolo doesn't even realize he drops back and sticks his fat foot right on the line and it's a fucking safety. And that's the difference of the fucking game. Right there. 2 points. And you were up 10-9. Little mistakes like that need to be cleaned up. Come on, you got to know where the back of the end zone is, Jimmy. Come on. But you take the win, Denver. CeeLo, if you hear me, take the win and fucking run. Don't be mad. This is still the process with your head coach. Keep it moving. You go on to the next week. All right? So now you're 2-1. And San Francisco falls to 1-2. Now, let's go to my game. Well, my game was an absolute disaster. You had a team desperate, the Cincinnati Bengals. We lose that game 27-12. And there was a lot of element to this game. I'm starting to get a little nervous now because I don't think the players are shutting up the coaches. They're challenging the coaches because now they're questioning the scheme. So now they're going, okay, listen, if you want us to get going, this is the defensive line. This is the whole incident you saw with Quinnen Williams screaming at the defensive line coach and said, listen, enough with the blitzing. Which in reality, he doesn't make the call. It's Jeff Albrecht who makes the call, the defensive coordinator. So I understand you're yelling at him because that's your coach. Then that coach is supposed to tell the defensive coordinator, listen, my guys want to go one-on-one, drop everybody back, leave the 4 defensive linemen to get after this guy. And it worked. It worked. If you look at the stats, they got more pressures. They got more sacks. When they went to 4 men down linemen, go get the quarterback, everybody else drop back. So something's got to give. The back end of the secondary, a lot of miscommunication as well. That touchdown pass to Jamal Chase, Sauce Gardner was communicating with Jordan Whitehead, and in reality, that was his responsibility to kind of shift inside. He bit for the running back because, again, their communication was off. He said, go cover the flat, and next thing you know, Jamal Chase is wide open and puts the game out of reach. The penalties in this game, and for the first 2 games, the Jets have not been too penalty killed at all. I think they've done a good job with the penalties, not killer penalties. But this game was an absolute disaster. And not from my rookies. Not from Elijah Moore, Elijah Vera Tucker, Garrett Wilson, any of the young guys, even the guys on defense who's done a good job. None of the holds. You're talking about this guy, Corey Davis, with that unnecessary roughness on the corner. You let Eli Apple get under your skin after we got the first down on that big run, and now they called it a 10-yard penalty, a 15-yard penalty backwards because you decided to slap him on the head on the helmet. Franklin Myers with the which I thought it was a kind of pity-pat call, but they're going to protect the quarterback. He pushes the quarterback and then lands on him. And that was a 3rd down where there was an incomplete pass. And that kept the drive going. And off, again, more mistakes. And I'm not going to say too much about this game because the Bengals and Joe Burrow were desperate. Another 0-2 team coming. They're the AFC champs. And they actually play like it, so they came right away, punches in the face, 7-0. Then it was 7-3, 7-6, then 14-6. And then they got 2 more field goals themselves. They became 20-6. We closed it to 20-9 at halftime, which we were still in there. You're still in the game. And then the major news for us, the major problem that game for us was the offensive line. The offensive line. Fant hurt his knee, had to be taken out of the game. Now you put Connor McDermott playing left tackle, and it was just a turnstile. We're down 20-9. We get the ball back after halftime. We get the ball. Here we go down the field. Not down the field, but we got 2 good plays. Next thing you know, strip sack. Hendrickson comes on the edge, strips Joe Flacco. Cincinnati gets the ball back right there at the 25-yard line. And from 20-9, it became 27-9. And game over. Game over. That's it. Now, I'm going to say this now. With the to to end this clip and to end this show. Thank you guys. Uh, you, I'm not gonna panic. I'm not gonna panic. We are where we're supposed to be. We're 1-2. We got the game from Cleveland. Okay. The two games that I thought we were going to win was going to be the Cleveland game and the Pittsburgh game, which is coming up next. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they're going to be pissed off. But nobody trusts Mitchell Trubisky. He doesn't scare anybody. But I am afraid of their defense because that's Blitzburg over there. Now, if somehow Zach Wilson, basically, Zach, it's all on you, man. This is it. Go save your head coach. Go show the world why you would pick number 2. You got plenty of rest. You rehabbed your knee. You got your surgery done. I'm not asking you to be Aaron Rodgers, but keep moving the offense the way it's supposed to be moved. Score some points. Try to run out the pocket. And let me tell you this from now. Roll out right. Because your blind side is in danger, my friend. If you want to die next week's game, I encourage you, and I encourage Mike LaFleur. Mike, start pulling some plays where you can have this kid roll out to the right side. Buy this kid some time. Get the quick screen action game going. Get the screens to the running backs. Do not let Zach Wilson sit in the pocket and burp the baby in the pocket and then get killed. Quick passes. That's the name of the game. The kid has a terrific arm. Do your quick slants. Do your running back wheel routes. Let's go. Defense, you got to step up, clean up the communication. Because the defense plays well when it can, when everybody's in tune. But you got to do a better job on third down. Yesterday was absolutely atrocious on third down. Atrocious. So this is it. My season starts this week. Today's Monday. We still got the Monday night game that's about to start. Giants and Cowboys. I'll be ready for that. And maybe we might go Instagram live on that just to kind of give you some back and forth. Just to let all my Giant fans that we are watching, my friend. It's another team that's been winning by sheer luck. They should count their blessings, take their victories, and move forward. But that's going to be a good game. They got their backup quarterback. But anyway, back to the Jets. This is not the time to panic. You are still in this. It's week 3. Okay? You got week 4 coming up now. If you can win this game, eke it out. Now you go 2-2 to finally face your first division rival, which is the Miami Dolphins. We'll be 2-2 in the mix. That's all I care about. We're not asking you to win 10 games. We're asking you as a fan base, be competitive. I want to be in the games in the fourth quarter. I don't care if Zach Wilson's, driving down the field, it throws the interception, and we lose by 2 points. I'll take that. I'll take it. But all of us are tired of the 20-9s, 27-9. The Baltimore game, week 1, 24-3 before we scored that late touchdown. It just feels like the second half is just absolutely, we're just picking our nose and waiting for the god-awful game to end. So this is not the time to panic. I'm not panicked. I'll take the loss. It's all good. And all I want to do is be competitive, get Zach what he needs. And I'm excited. I'm excited that my quarterback's coming back. Everybody was making fun of me. The bum-ass Jets. Yeah, yada, yada. I start the year with no quarterback. I lose 2 of my left tackles. I lost my right tackle, Mekhi Becton, who was supposed to play left, but they wanted to move him right, but he's gone. We signed Dwayne Brown. He busted his shoulder. Our backup left tackle, which is him, who's a starting left tackle. He's gone. And now we got Connor McDermott. And Fant just went from right tackle to left, and he got hurt. The offensive line is going to be an issue. And they're trying to say, maybe we should save Zach for the Miami Dolphins. It doesn't matter. There's no soft landing spot for Zach Wilson. What we need to know is this guy the guy? Is he going to tell us this year? Probably not. But we got to know something. We need more information, more analytics, more whatever you want to call it. If we lose, but Zach looks good, then we're in a step in the right direction. Okay? I want this guy to throw 2 touchdown passes a game. Try not to throw any picks, but I'll take the 2 and 1 any day. I need 250 to 275 yards passing, okay? But I don't want you also throwing the ball 50 times. Mike LaFleur, please get these running backs going. Please get the running backs going. That's all I'm asking. Get the running backs going. You got Michael Carter and you got Breece Hall. These kids are dynamic, okay? And for once, if we can just hold, if the defense can hold and we can run the football, but unfortunately, we just fall behind early in the game and then we abandon the run and we're forced to throw the ball to play catch up. That's what it is. That's basically in a nutshell. We're not playing complementary football. One day the special teams is good, the offense is bad, and the defense is okay. The next week, the defense is awesome, special team is bad, the offense is so-so, and so forth. You know, so one week the offense does well, the defense stinks, special team is great. We got to play together, all together at once. That's how we're going to get this done. Again, with the coaching, I still believe in Robert Saleh. I know he's not your coach that gets in your face and starts screaming shit and grab the guys by the face guard. No, that's not him. That's not him. He treats you like a grown man. Like he said, I don't need to motivate you to play football. You're playing a game at a king's ransom. Okay? You're playing the game that you love for a king's ransom. So find the motivation, whatever it is you need. I like what Quentin Williams did, yelling at the coach. A lot of people, what's going on, man? You shut them. Nah. You know what? The players have every right to bark back. If they're not being utilized the right way, that's what you're going to get. And if I'm Elijah Moore, too, my 5'9" receiver who belongs in the slot, and there was like 3 to 4 plays yesterday we had him on go routes. Why? On 50-50 balls. This guy is 5'9". What 50-50 ball this kid's going to win? We need him in open space. You can put Garrett Wilson on one side in the slot. You could put this guy, Elijah Moore, on the other slot. You can go both ways. Quick screens. Boom. Or fake a screen this way, have him slant on the right. Bam. A 5-yard slant could do you good. Those are the quick plays that I'm begging Mike LaFleur to do. Okay? So, there you have it, guys. That's week 3 wrap up. Appreciate it. Leave your comments behind, guys. This is the JD CeeLo podcast. I'm JD flying solo. Unfortunately, we are, again, guys, be safe out there. The people that live in Florida, all of us that we are here, please be safe. This is going to be a rough couple of days for us. I'm not sure we'll be able to get a couple videos. It might be me. It might be him, CeeLo by himself as well. We might do a live together respectively in our remote homes and see if we can give you guys some content. But we're going to hunker down here because this is going to be an absolutely brutal here. That Hurricane Ian is on its way up. It's going to hit the west coast of Florida, and we are targeted. Absolutely. So anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hit the like and subscribe button as usual. Leave your comments below because I will be watching and I will be answering. So all your little smart mouths out there, you think you can handle the best, put your comments because we can go all night. All night. I got time today. How about that? Jack. Love you guys. Be good. See you in the next one.